order to have a big reward, there must be a big risk. It's most of the time you cannot find big reward for small risk. Those are rare. So you're going to have some proportionality with the risk and reward.
Earth is the cradle of humanity, but you cannot stay in the cradle forever. It is time to go forth, become a star-faring civilization, be out there among the stars, expand the scope and scale of human consciousness. I find that incredibly exciting. That makes me glad to be alive. I hope you feel the same way.
In fact, I don't even own a home right now. I'm literally staying at friends' places. I basically rotate through friends' spare bedrooms. I don't have a yacht. I really don't take vacations. I mean, the one exception is a plane, but if I don't use the plane, then I have less hours to work. If you list my sins, I sound like the worst person on earth. But if you put those against the things I've done right, it makes much more sense. So essentially, like the longer you do anything, the more mistakes that you will make cumulatively. Which, if you sum up those mistakes, will sound like I'm the worst predictor ever.
What happened with the Grimes, and do you have a new girlfriend?
Oh man,
someone new. I know. Here we are with our
somewhat
different approach.
Grimes and I are, let's say, like semi-separated. It's just that her work has her just being in different places a lot versus my work. We weren't seeing each other that much. Yeah, we're still good friends, and I do not have a new girlfriend or anything.
Okay.
For a democracy to function well, the leaders must be reasonably in touch with the bulk of the population. And if you're too young or too old, you can't say that you would be in touch.
Look, I know I sometimes say or post strange things, but that's just how my brain works. To anyone I've offended, I just want to say I reinvented electric cars and I'm sending people to Mars in a rocket ship. Did you think I was also going to be a chill, normal dude?
The way to think of the Neuralink device is kind of like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch that's where we take out a sort of a small section of skull about the size of a quarter, replace that with what in many ways really is very much like a Fitbit, Apple Watch, or some kind of smartwatch thing, but with tiny wires, very tiny wires, wires so tiny it's hard to even see them. And it's very important to have very tiny wires that you, when they're implanted, they don't damage the brain.
My workload went up from about 70 to 80 hours a week to probably 120. Yeah, I go to sleep, I wake up, I work, go to sleep, wake up, work, do that 7 days a week. I'll have to do that for a while, no choice. But I think once Twitter is set on the right path, I think it is a much easier thing to manage than SpaceX or Tesla.
You have to answer the question that the professor gives you. You don't get to say, this is the wrong question. And so the first thing you should say is, this question is wrong. Question your constraints. It does not matter if the person handing you those constraints won a Nobel Prize. Even Einstein was wrong some of the time. You should actually take the approach that the constraints that you are given are guaranteed to be some degree wrong. Because the counterpoint would be that they're perfect. But what's the probability that this is a platonic ideal of the perfect part? Zero. The point at which you can properly frame the question, the answer is comparatively easy.
Do you think there is other intelligent life outside the Earth?
It seems probable, but I think this is one of the great questions in physics and philosophy, is where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us, I don't know. Some people think I'm an alien. Advice I'd give to people starting companies, to entrepreneurs in general, is really focus on making a product that your customers love. It's so rare that you can buy a product and you love the product when you bought it. There are very few things that fit into that category. And if you can come up with something like that, your business will be successful for sure.
Elon Musk, the billionaire founder of SpaceX and Tesla, is set to launch the biggest rocket in the world today. Break through Earth's gravitational pull and head for a solar orbit, including Mars. This reported $90 billion mission